Hello everyone, Ashwini here. So, we will discuss multi-programming, multitasking, multi-threading and multiprocessing. Okay? So, first of all, um, we see multi-programming. In multi-programming system, there are one or more programs loaded in main memory which are ready to execute. Okay, only one program at a time is able to get the CPU for executing its instruction. That is, there is at the most one process running on the system, while all the others are waiting their run. Okay, the main idea of multiprogramming is to maximize the use of CPU time. Indeed, suppose the currently running process is performing an IO task, uh, which by definition does not need the CPU to be accomplished. Then the OS may interrupt that process and give the control to one of the other in main memory programs that are ready to execute. That is process context switching. In this way, no CPU time is wasted by the system waiting for the IO task to be completed, and the running process keep executing until either it voluntarily releases the CPU or when it blocks for an IO operations. Therefore, the ultimate goal of multiprogramming is to keep the CPU busy as long as there are processes ready to execute. Okay, note that in order for such a system to functions properly, the OS must be able to load multiple programs into separate areas of the main memory and provide the required protection to avoid the chance of one process being modified by another one. Okay, other problems that need to be addressed when having multiple programs in memory is fragmentations as programs enter or leave the main memory. Okay. Another issue that needs to be handled as well is that large programs may not fit at once in memory, which can be solved by using pagination and virtual memory. Okay, please refer to this article for more details on that. Finally, note that if there are n ready process and all those are highly CPU bounded, that is they mostly execute CPU tasks and none or very few IO operations. In the very worst case, one program might wait all the other and once to complete before executing. Okay, so next, multitasking. Multitasking has the same meaning of multi-programming, but in a more general sense, as it refers to having multiple programs, process, tasks, threads running at the same time. This term is used in modern operating systems where multiple tasks share a common processing resources. For example, CPU and memory. Okay. At any time, the CPU is executing one task only while other tasks waiting their turn. The illusion of parallelism is achieved when the CPU is reassigned to another task, that is process or thread context switching. Okay, there are subtle difference between multitasking and multiprogramming. Okay, a task is multitasking operating system is not a whole application program, but it can also refers to a thread of execution. When one process is divided into subtasks, Each smaller task does not hijack the CPU until it finishes like in the older multiprogramming, but rather a fierce amount of the CPU time called quantum. Okay, just to make it easy to remember, both multiprogramming and multitasking operating systems are CPU time sharing systems. However, while in multiprogramming, older OS, one program as a whole keeps running until it blocks. In multitasking, modern OS, time sharing is best manifested because is running process tasks only a fair quantum of the CPU time. Okay. So next, multi-threading. Multi-threading. Up to now, we have talked about multi-programming as a way to allow multiple programs being resident in main memory and apparently running at the same time. Okay. Then multitasking refers to multiple tasks running simultaneously by sharing the CPU time. Finally, multiprocessing describes systems having multiple CPUs. So where does multi-threading come in? Okay, multi-threading is an execution model that allow the uh, signal process have to have multiple code segments, that is threads. Okay, run concurrently within the context of that process. You can think of threads as child process that share the parent process resources but execute independently. Okay, multiple threads of a single process can share the CPU in a single CPU systems or purely in a parallel in a multiprocessing system. Why should we need to have multiple threads of execution within a single process context? Okay, we'll consider for instance of a GUI application where the user can issue a command that requires long time to finish. That is a complex mathematical computation. Okay, unless you design this command to be run in a separate execution threads, you will not be able to interact with the main application's UI. For example, to update a progress bar because it is going to be unresponsive while the calculation is taking place. Of course, designing multi-threads concurrent application require the programmer to handle situation that simply does not occur when developing single-threaded sequential applications. For instance, when two or more threads try to access and modify the shared resources um, race conditions, the programs must be sure this will not leave the systems in an inconsistent or deadlock state. Typically, this thread synchronization is solved using OS primitives such as mutex and semaphores. Okay. And a side note on context switching, the concept of context switching applies to multi-programming as well as to multitasking it at the different level of granularity. In a former or the context refers to that of the whole process, whereas in the later the context may be that of a lighter thread. In fact, process context switching involves switching the virtual memory address space. This includes memory addresses, mapping, page tables, and kernel resources. On the other hand, thread context switching is context switching from one thread on another in the same process. That is, there is no need to switching the virtual memory address space as the switcher and the switch switch threads share the same virtual address space. This requires switching process states such as the program counter and register contents, which is generally very efficient. Okay, of course, switching from thread to thread across different process is just like process context switching. Okay, last we see multiprocessing. Multiprocessing sometimes refers to executing multiple processes programs at the same time. This might be misleading because we have already introduced the term multiprogramming to describe that before. Okay, in fact, multiprocessing refers to the hardware, that is the CPU units, rather than the software that is running processes. If the underlying hardware provide more than one process, then that is multiprocessing. Several variation on the basic scheme exists, that for example multiple cores on one die, or multiple dies in one package, or multiple packages in one system. Anyway, a system can be both multi-program by having multiple programs running at the same time, and multiprocessing by having more than one physical processor. Okay, so let me discuss in summary. um, the multi-programming, uh, is the concurrent residency of more than one program in the main memory is referred as a multi-programming. Okay, since multiple programs are resident in a memory, as soon as the uh, currently executing program finished, it execute the next program is received as for its consumption. Okay, and multi-programming is when one system is connected to uh, more than one processor which collective work for the completion of the task called as multiprocessing system. Okay, and multiprocessing systems can be divided into two types: symmetric multiprocessing and asymmetric multiprocessing. Okay, next, multi-threading is a conceptual programming paradigm where a process is divided into a number of sub-processes as threads. Each thread is independent and has its own path of execution with enable inter-thread communications. Okay. Next, multitasking. Early, when computer were instead a user was allowed to submit only job or a task at a time, but later with availability of high-speed processors, one can submit more than one task. So the capability of OS to accept more the one task per user is termed as multitasking. Multiple jobs are executed by the CPU simultaneously by switching between them. Okay, the various jobs can be accepted from the same user or a different user. There are two types of multitasking systems: single user multitasking and multi-user multitasking. Okay. Okay, so um, the difference between types of systems. What is it? Multiprogramming is a concurrent residency of more than one program in the main memory is called as multiprogramming. And multiprocessing, the ability of more than one processor per system which can execute several set of instructions in parallel, is called as multiprocessing. And multi-threading, a process is divided into several different sub-processes called as threads, which has its own path of execution. This concept is called as multi-threading. And multitasking, the execution of more than one task simultaneously, is called as multitasking. Okay. So number of CPU are used. Multiprogramming is one. Multiprocessing, more than one processors are CPUs are used. Multithreading can be one or more than one, and multitasking is one. Okay. Um, Job processing time. Multi-programming, more time is taken to process the jobs. Multi-processing, less time is taken for job processing. Multi-threading is a moderate amount of time is taken for job processing, and multitasking, moderate amount of time. Okay. Mm, Economical. It is multi-program is economical. Multi-processing is less economical. Multi-threading is economical, and multitasking is it is economical. Okay. Number of users use multi-programming one at a time, and multi-processing can be one or more than one, and multi-threading usually one user, um, and multitasking more than one. Okay. Efficiencies are multi-programming is less, multi-processing maximum, and multi-threading is moderate, and multitasking is also moderate. Okay. So this is multi-programming, multi-processing, multi-threading, and multitasking. Okay. Thank you.